Shalom, shalom, shalom. Again, Moray Elesha Israel of the house of Israel, bringing you truth or tradition. Today we're going to have a very, very interesting evening. And I want all the false prophets and all the ambassadors of Satan from all over the world to call in and try to rebuke what I'm saying today. Because I'm going to prove beyond a shadow, out of a doubt, out of the mouth of the Most High, who he stated was the Antichrist. So it's going to be a very, very beautiful evening tonight, very educational. First of all, did you know that the Creator knew that there would be someone that's attempting to assert his authority, take over his rulership? And he spoke of it all through the scriptures. Let me give you some. I'm going to just go right to it today. Let me give you some scriptures. Did you know in the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter, the Almighty talks about Lucifer? Now, a lot of our people are under the erroneous impression that there's no difference between Lucifer and Satan, and that they're both the same. And I'm here to tell you that that is absolutely false. That is a straight out lie. Matter of fact, Satan is a singular. There's only one Satan. Only one. But Lucifer, there are many Lucifers. And Lucifer has a wife, and Lucifer has many children. And we're going to show you this today, because we're going to reveal who Lucifer is. If you go to the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter, we're going to start our lesson in verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? Now let's stop there. How are you fallen from heaven? Because he's cast out of his heaven as he's being cast out this day. His empire is crumbling. His world is falling apart. And the heaven that he is in, he's being cast out of that today. And the Creator asked him, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? Then the Creator says,
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
In other words, these lying preachers have been teaching you that Lucifer is Satan. And of course, Satan was an archangel. Satan was always in heaven. Satan is one of the sons of the Most High. And you can find that in the book of Job, the first chapter, as well as Job, the second chapter. But here, we see the Creator talking about Lucifer and saying, Lucifer, thou hast always proposed. Thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend, which means to go up. He always had the fascination, the desire to go up. That's reason he's called the bright morning star. That's what the word Lucifer means, the bright morning star. And here it says, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Elohim. I will also sit upon the mount of the congregations in the north.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
I will ascend above the heights. In other words, that's something he wanted to do. He always wanted to make airplanes and missiles so he could one day go up above the heights of the clouds.
I will be like the Most High.
And he figured if he had the ability to go up in the clouds, that he would be like the Most High merely because he's able to make an airplane and missile and he's able to get up above the clouds. And he said, I will be like the Most High. He's not the only one that can fly around up there. He's not the only one that can inherit the seven heavens. I will be like the Most High.
Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell,
Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell.
to the sides of the pit.
Shalom.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Hello? No. Satan is a spirit. But here, the inhabitants of the earth, all the various nations of the earth, would look upon him and say, Are you the man? Read that again for him.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners?
All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house, every nation in his own house, but thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiments of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, and they go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under the foot.
Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial.
Letting you know that this is more than one person, and it said thou shalt not be joined with the other people in burial,
because thou hast destroyed thy land,
because you have been here destroying the land with your nuclear and atomic bombs and with your armies. You have destroyed the land.
and slain thy people.
And you have slain the people. See, Satan did not slay anyone. Satan will entice someone to slay one another. Satan will entice wars, but Satan will not lift up his finger to harm anyone, but he uses men. But Lucifer here, he is the one that have been slaying the people. And the Creator says,
The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned.
letting you know that Satan is a singular, but Lucifer compasses the whole seed of evildoers. And it said the seed, that means the descendants of evildoers shall never be renowned.
Prepare slaughter for his children.
Satan doesn't have children, but Lucifer does. And Lucifer every day is attempting to convince you that God is just a spirit, so that he will think, so that you would just think that he's just a spirit. And he don't want you to know that he is here looking and talking with you every day. He doesn't want you to know that. So he wants to make this seem something spooky, that God is just a spirit and nobody can see him, and the devil, he's just an invisible spirit, and yes, Lucifer is Satan, and they're the same. That is a straight out lie. They're not the same. Lucifer is a man that will be buried. Lucifer is a man that has children. Lucifer is a man that is on earth today, deceiving the seed of the righteous.
Prepare slaughter for his children.
Prepare slaughter for the children of Lucifer. This is not no spiritual battle you're reading about, brothers and sisters. This is an actual physical occurrence that will take place on this earth.
For the iniquity of their fathers,
For the iniquities of their fathers,
that they do not rise,
that they do not rise,
nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with sin.